Hi friends, it's Dana here. Today I have a very important book for you. It's all about the Title IX law, which helped me be able to play sports, which is one of my favorite things to do. And I know it was also very important for my mom, who was one of the first people in her family, or first women, to be allowed to play sports at school. And she loved basketball and softball, and she was able to do all of those things for her school because of this law. So let's learn about it in equal shot. It's How the Law Title IX Changed America by Helaine, Becker, and Phumiruk. Here we go. It takes just 3 words to say, "It isn't fair." And only 4 words to say, "We'll fight for you." But it took 37 words to change America forever. They weren't in the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution. They can't be found in the Gettysburg Address or the Emancipation Proclamation. They are in a law called simply Title IX. No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. June 23, 1972. Before Title IX, women could be fired from certain jobs if they married or got pregnant. Girls could be denied the chance to play sports. Girls could even be prevented from becoming doctors, professors, or scientists, simply for being girls. Title IX changed that. Once the law was passed, girls had to be treated the same as boys, and women the same as men. Today, no American can be held back from living out their dream because of their gender. Girls can grow up to be astronauts, women can be doctors and archaeologists and electricians, and boys to be nurses. And men can be caregivers and teachers and flight attendants. Title IX's 37 words taught us a simple truth. Words have power. Words can right wrongs and create justice. Words can change the world. Your words can change the world. What will they be? The end. Here is some more information about Title IX and you. I can read this for you, or you can go and just subscribe and like this video and call it a day. So I'm going to start right now telling you about Title IX and you. Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972 is one of the most influential laws in American history. It was designed mainly to give girls and women more equal treatment in education. It did much more. Title IX remade our entire culture. It paved the way for women's achievement in all spheres of life. One of the main architects of Title IX was Patsy Mink. Mink was the first woman of color and the first Asian American woman to be elected to Congress. In her youth, she faced discrimination because of her race and her gender. Despite continued opposition, she went on to serve 12 complete terms in the U.S. House of Representatives. In 1970, when her daughter was refused admission to Stanford University because she was a woman, Mink got angry. She wouldn't let her daughter suffer discrimination the way she had. At the University of Maryland, Bernice Sandler was a part-time professor. She kept getting turned down for full-time jobs. She was told, "You come on too strong for a woman." Sandler decided to research sex discrimination in the workplace. She found out it was everywhere. Edith Greene, an influential member of Congress, heard of Sandler's work. She convened congressional hearings to learn about sex discrimination. Dozens of witnesses provided 1,250 pages of testimony, proving sex discrimination was being practiced all over America. Shirley Chisholm was the first Black woman elected to Congress. An outspoken champion for civil rights, Chisholm supported making sex discrimination illegal. "During my entire political life," she said, "my sex has been far greater handicap than my skin pigmentation." Senator Birch Bayh from Indiana was eager to join the battle. A staunch advocate for women's rights, he was already working on Senate approval for the Equal Rights Amendment, which would have enshrined equal rights for women in the Constitution. In 1971, as Congress was considering a new education law, the lawmakers seized their opportunity. Mink and Greene added language prohibiting sex discrimination to the House bill, and Bayh added similar language to the bill in the Senate. After the differences were ironed out, Title IX was passed as part of the Education Amendments, and President Nixon signed it into law on June 23, 1972. 3 years later, the government announced rules that spelled out exactly what Title IX required. Girls and women must have equal access to every aspect of education, classes, jobs, housing, counseling, financial aid, textbooks, and yes, athletics. All right, friends, I am so grateful for all of these wonderful women, and I have a whole library of books about women and how they've overcome discrimination and done wonderful things either before or after Title IX. And if you subscribe and like this video, you will see more of those types of videos in your feed, and I would be so appreciative. Thank you so much for reading with me. Bye.